first. From filling out applications to scheduling visits, spring is a busy time for high school students interested in attending college. This morning, Frankie Jupiter meets a longtime Milwaukee Public Schools teacher who's revived a program that's opening doors for students who have their sights set on historically black colleges and universities.
She's not going to let you say, oh, I can't do this, without you actually giving it a try.
If these walls could talk here at Milwaukee Marshall High School, I'm sure they'd tell you many stories, including the ones all about Miss Billijo Saffold.
What are you looking forward to most?
She's an English and African-American literature teacher at the school. But since walls can't talk, we got students who can.
Understanding.
Very nice.
I would say loving.
Persistent.
Adjectives to describe this veteran's teacher's character. She has a special way of connecting to her students.
A lot of people, like us as teenagers, we could come into school. Like some people don't have that type of figure at home that's loving to them. But like when you come here and you talk to Miss Saffold, she's very happy and you know, she's open-armed.
Most people, I wouldn't say teachers, most people, after you say no to something, regardless of what they think, they're just gonna let you go. Nobody's gonna chase after you, but Miss Saffold will.
As some students prepare for graduation, closing a chapter of their high school life, Saffold is getting them ready to cross not just the stage, but state lines. She's leading the charge, taking 35 students on a historically black colleges and university tour. But before we move any further, we must turn the pages backwards to where, how, and why all of this began.
The why actually started here. I used to teach here in the early 2000s, way down on the other end of the hallway. And I had a lot of the juniors and seniors then, a lot of the seniors, and they would leave high school and go off to HBCUs.
But Saffold says she started to notice something. She would see her former students in the fall and October of the following school year, not on campus.
And I'd say, what are you doing here? This is not a school break. Kids don't usually come home from school until Thanksgiving time. Oh, yeah, I went off to so-and-so school and it wasn't for me. And I'm like, what do you mean it wasn't for you? I got there and it just wasn't for me. And I'd ask, but didn't you go in advance to check out the campus? And they'd say no.
She said that bugged her and that there had to be a way to fix this. When an opportunity for her daughter to tour HBCUs came about in the early 2000s, she happily gave the then sophomore permission to do so. And when the students that year needed to raise extra money for the trip, she volunteered to help.
So I raised my hand and said, I can raise $1,000 for you in a few days, not a big deal.
Instead, she raised around $2,500. Saffold's no big deal turned into a solution. Eventually, she began teaching at Riverside. And guess what followed? An historically black colleges and university campus tour. Every year from 2005 to 2013, she loaded up students on a bus, introducing them to HBCUs.
Mr. Saffold was my English teacher.
Meet Marquise Hibbler, one of many tour alums. He toured in 2007 during his junior year at Riverside.
Just having that opportunity to go on that college tour really changed my mind. I came from an area where you hear about the crime, you hear about the negative aspects of our community, and just being able to go to a HBCU and see like-minded individuals who wanted to be successful and who wanted to go further in life, it really changed me and motivated me to be the best person that I can be.
Marquise is a graduate of Bethune-Cookman University in Florida, a school he visited on the tour back in 2007. He's grateful for Ms. Saffold for the opportunity.
She has impacted my life a lot.
After a hiatus in 2013, Ms. Saffold is back in the habit, but no need to call her Sister Mary Clarence. With a new generation of graduates ready for the HBCU tour, with the help of the Milwaukee Public Schools Foundation.
Whatever I can. It's just, I don't want to knock anything without trying it, so I just want to learn whatever's out there for me.
What classroom look like and how big it is, or like what's the environment like?
The next stop for these students on the tour is Clark Atlanta University, Morehouse College, Spelman College, and Bethune-Cookman University.
I get so excited at the opportunity to expose them to something different. Just an educational opportunity that they cannot find, cannot experience, not on any level that compares here in Wisconsin or in the Midwest.
And though she can retire, don't expect Ms. Saffold to stop anytime soon.
It is very important where I call it my mission work.